we will hear something from Professor Uwe Clausen. He is coming also from Fraunhofer. He is a specialist in logistics. His whole institute is related to logistics very much. You know, logistics is one also of the important points because logistic, reverse logistic, all our products have to be handled and the waste also. So, welcome on stage, Uwe Clausen. The stage is yours.
Thank you very much. Maybe I grab this one. Yeah, as Manfred just mentioned, I'm the logistics guy. And when we talk about circular economy, we need to understand that it's not only about moving product, it's also about information. And to the degree we want to use more secondary raw material, we need to improve transparency, our knowledge about what material is available in which regions, in what quality. And there, after some years of research in the field, we see a lot of room for improvement, and we need to team up and join together to generate better knowledge and to support consumers and producers with better information. The next slide. When we talk about supply chain in traditional ways, they are a lot linked from production to consumption. When we move to a circular economy, we cannot only push materials into markets. We also have to close the loop and to develop new structures and models that link end-of-life management to provision of secondary raw material. And that goes beyond what we have done so far with waste disposal logistics. And a lot of effort is happening in the recycling business, and a lot of change in supply chain management in producing packaging and plastic products is on the way, with more consumer producers aiming at a higher degree of secondary raw materials. And as a logistics institute, we have a long tradition in designing distribution systems and also take-back networks. This is just to visualize how those studies look like when they highlight service regions, either for distribution or for collecting products. And the different colors are usually related to different service providers servicing the area. Now, when we want to extract materials from the regions to reduce transportation costs, and at the same time ensure supply of secondary raw materials, we need to understand the qualities of the material. And that's the reason for us at Fraunhofer to develop something that we call the material flow calculator. I mean, you're all experts in the field, but some of the producers, and especially in society, people think if there are 100 tons needed, here is 100 tons of plastic waste, that's a fit. And most of us will know it's not. If, for example, you have a need for 100 tons PP for a secondary raw material, these columns highlight different qualities of waste streams. And the worst, a completely mixed plastic waste, would require a factor of 50 of input material to get the required output quantity and quality. So if we have a different requirement in certain geographies of the world for secondary raw material, and we understand the waste management systems in that area, and we've done these calculations for sites in Germany, where we understand what the recycling technology can provide, we can then come up with a solution of how many facilities, what capacities can solve that role and can provide that secondary raw material. That's not a plug-and-play software. That's a tool that we use together in projects with producers and also with logistic service companies and recyclers to get a better planning ahead, because predicting waste and predicting the available secondary raw material is one, as we view it, one of the bottlenecks of increasing that level. So the outcome then is an estimate of the waste amount, the better understanding of the supplier base, and providing a new understanding of supply chain management in a circular economy wrap-up. Another just brief example of tools that we provide is the circular readiness level. I'm not going much into detail here because the best is you look at the website. It's addressing not only recycling, it's showing different levels of R strategies: refurbish, reduce, remanufacture, along with the design of products. So you're answering a number of questions and you get first level results. The best is, if you're interested, just try it out. It's public knowledge available. Logistics is not only about transportation, it's about the information flow. And our vision for digitally supported circular economy is an overarching framework where we reduce the information breaches through the use phase, so that we, using products that include plastics, we have a better understanding of what has happened to that box or other product. What are the additives, what has been done to the products, what's the ownership, what other properties. So we use digital passports that describe the origin of the material, the composition, the carbon footprint, the instructions for maintenance, possible certificates, and then along the use phase of the product, what helps us to better understand what the options for refurbishment, for example, are, and what end-of-life management recommendations will be. And if we do that well, we can put it in the middle of a value chain that allows manufacturers to improve their supply provision, their usage of raw material, the product qualities, link with the consumer along the lifetime of a product, increase the level of maintenance and repair, and link it to the logistics service provider when bringing product, also taking back other ones. So data exchange being one of the crucial points, we put it all together in a picture that Manfred has already shown with supply management, what quality and quantity of secondary raw material can we expect from different geographies for different required product qualities, what are suitable materials and productions for remanufacturing, in what conditions and when can we expect products to come back, where do products go after use, and what recycling options is best suitable, linking those two aspects of sourcing and product use. And that altogether should give you a brief insight of what we as a Logistics Institute provide together with the colleagues that are material expert, that are expert in recycling technology, in chemistry, to make circular economy solutions feasible and sustainable. And I thank you very much for your attention.